Wow, what a season. To be honest with you, we really thought tonight was the night, and it wasn't because of the matchup. It wasn't because of, you know, that we just saw them. We felt like we had a good scout. It had everything to do with us. And for a really long time, that's what we were waiting for, is that everything that we prepped, everything that we felt good about, that way we moved the ball, made baskets, boxed out, stayed attention to detail. We felt really good about it. And so that's one thing that I was excited about coming into this game, is I thought we turned a corner. Unfortunately, we didn't get to go to the free throw line very often, which is tough. But we did forget to rebound at times too, which put us in a tough spot. So a few less transition points and a few more free throws, that could have helped us a lot, but keeping them off the offensive boards is another thing. So if nothing else, I'm really proud to be sitting next to these two, to be honest, whether it was 3 more games in the season or tonight. So hopefully you guys want to talk to them more than you want to talk to me.
Coach, any other questions?
Hey, Michaela, obviously it's a your finger late. You were staring at it. You came off the court and looked like you were doing whatever you could to get back on the court. Just going to take you through that moment of getting back on the court and realizing you kind of wanted to finish it out there.
Well, I couldn't feel my finger. He wouldn't bend, so that scared me. But just knowing that it was my final moments, just taking everything in that I could, that was it. Like, that was my last time being on the court.
I don't even know how to ask this question. I guess I'll start with you. What do you take away from a year like this? Just, not to throw the record out, but just getting to play college basketball one more time, having your sister with you and all of that.
Feel like I learned a lot from my teammates and stuff. And I've been away from my sister for all of high school, so I was really grateful to be able to spend at least 1 year of school with her.
And Michaela, to be able to play at the Division I level, to follow Coach here, just what has this year meant for you?
It's been everything. There's been a lot of growth within myself. I think it was the best decision I could have ever made, and even though the season went the way it went, I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Courtney, they're not going to get to experience the growth from this after this year. Could you just touch on these two and Bella a little bit and kind of the impact they made on you and Valpo?
Yeah, somebody has to start it, right? And no matter how it starts, there's always an ending. And I hope that no matter how it goes or how they felt like it was supposed to go and how it went, that they know that not very many people could have done what they did. And I think there's something to be said about, showing up as 2 completely different seniors, 2 completely different players, and figuring out a way to be on the same page on the court. Bella isn't with us right now, but she's in there. She had one of the most fun experiences of her life this year, she said. And so for her, it was a little bit different level of what basketball meant. And for these two, they're thinking, holy smokes, I don't know how to do this. And so, somebody has to start. It's got to start somewhere. And if it's got to start here, and then that means 3 years down the road that these two are coming back and saying, well, thanks for doing it with this group. Why couldn't have we done it? These are the 2 people that I want back in the gym. These are the 2 people that I want to be bothering through text message. I'm sure they'll make me Snapchat in 3 or 4 years. But however, we have to communicate with alumni. These are the 2 that I really want to communicate with. And it's because they're going to be a really good representation of what we do at Valpo and how we do it and what they can do with their degree going forward.
For either one of the players, can you touch on Isabella a little bit? She played 18 minutes today. I think she played 16 or 17 in the regular season finale and hasn't played that much. Just what do you see from her, and what did you enjoy watching her out there tonight?
Izzy is always ready to go. She may not have the best IQ. She's a freshman, but tell her to do something, she's going to do it. When you tell her to sprint the block and touch the baseline, she will touch the baseline every single time. I think she's very deadly off the screen. Her jumper in her 3 and then getting downhill will be unguardable, the stronger, and the smarter she gets as a player.
And Courtney, for you, what was it about leaning on her a little bit? She played 12 minutes in the first half. I don't know, she played more than 5 in the first half, much of the year.
That's exactly right. And if I were to let Fee answer, I'm sure she's going to say the same thing. There was never a question of what Izzy was going to do when she got on the floor. we literally put her in a position to run a play today, and she was the 5. And I said, you have to stick the help defense on the backside, and if you get the dump pass, make the layup. She looked at me like, all right, I'll give it a try. There was never a question that we could have played the number 1 team in the nation or we could have played the worst team in the nation. And at the end of the day, she would have been like, sure, give me a try. She was begging all season. And I told her, you've got to wait. You're not ready. You've got to wait. And I said, when your time comes, you can't screw it up. I looked her in the eye a couple games ago. I said, you got to go in. And she gave me a nod, and that was the end of it. Knowing who to trust and when to trust is tough. But knowing that she showed up every single day, she was the best scout player. She was the most consistent scout player. And her personality is not too horrible to be around either. So that was fun.
Fiona, because of the way the game shook out, we got to see point guard Fiona Connolly for a little while out there. How fun is that to go out there and be a point guard?
Well, I just, like, I enjoy playing point guard, but to be honest with you, I only like running in transition. So, Michaela's can take it in the half court, but if I get tablet, that's when I like to play point guard. So it was fun to be able to do that sometimes, also playing the wing.
Courtney, I'm going to ask this because this is the avenue that we're in right now. I guess if there's a message for the Valpo players that are in that locker room that are coming back, I guess, and you want to see your off-season message to start if you want to deliver that in a press conference today.
Yeah, I already shared it with them, so there's no secrets. We've got habits to break, and that's what it comes down to. It is no matter how you put together a team every single year, no matter what you start with, what you bring in, what changes, different positions, whatever it is, you've got to figure out how to mesh. And when you figure that out, it's because you can lean on the person next to you. We had 2 people guarding 1 person tonight, and that's a habit that we thought we broke in January. We overhelped in certain places, but we couldn't recover or boxing out, and those rebounding things, like those are the things that as a coach we'll go back and we'll stir about. Man, we coulda, shoulda, woulda. But that's exactly where we'll start day 1 of next season. Hey, these were the habits that we had. The people that are going to see the floor and how quickly do we want to mesh, it's how quickly can we break those habits and can we adjust. And it all comes down to trust. The quicker we can trust each other, the quicker we can understand each other, the better off we're going to be. And so whenever that day 1 is, I haven't got there in my brain yet. Seems kind of crazy right now, but I think that at the end of the day is going to be the thing that's going to carry us forward, and that's going to be how quickly we can change going into season number 2.
Perfect. Thanks, guys.
You guys, it's easy to just go out there and